Transform your business with these leadership hacks. Kevin Weir, your action coach, business coach, helping you achieve your business dreams. Are you a business owner that's struggling with getting your team working well together? Is there a lot of conflict and a lot of issues that's going on in your business with your team? And are you feeling challenged by feeling that there's a resistance with employees? This is a great video for you where I'm going to give you some good, solid leadership hacks. And stick around by the end of the video. By the end of the video, I'm going to talk about our 12-week management program. But let's get right down to business here. So number one of the biggest mistakes is that business owners many times think that leadership is control. And that is not the case. I've heard this so many times. It's like, well, if I just controlled things better, things will be smoother. That is the polar opposite. So leadership is not about control. It's about clarity. Here's one of the great hacks that I want you to implement in your business. I want you to start every week with a short clarity check with your team. Now, that can be basically going into what's going on in the business, giving them everybody directions, who does what by when, what your expectations are. Give them a focus of what they need to accomplish this week. See, here's the thing. You have to stop being reactive. You need to start being proactive. What does proactivity look like? You need to get everybody on the same sheet of paper, on the same sheet of music going forward. And that involves weekly clarity check-ins. It can be a meeting, it could be a huddle, whatever you want to do it. So keep that hack in mind. Now, number two hack is that some people feel that feedback only happens when something goes wrong. That is correction, not feedback. Here's the hack. You need to switch from critic to coach. What do I mean by that? You need to take a look at what does a person need to do to improve their performance. If you tell people that they're doing things wrong, that's a discouragement and they will want to avoid you at all costs. When you're a great coach, you use failure as a lesson point. See, a great coach asks intelligent questions. For example, a coach might go, what did you learn from this mistake? Another great question a good coach asks is, what did you learn from this whole process? Another great one is, what will you do next time to make it better? It's all about helping people learn and apply the learnings rather than telling them how wrong they are, okay? So now, next hack is also very interesting, is that a lot of problems in your business are not people problems. They are systems problems. What do I mean by that? Business is designed to be run by systems, and systems are designed to be run by people. If you have a business run by people with no systems in the middle, you're going to get chaos. So what's the leadership hack that we need to talk about here? You need to have key performance indicators, things that create written documentation of what needs to be achieved. What does that look like? That can be weekly scorecards. That can be standard operating procedures that are documented and used by your team. That can also be daily huddles to see how systems are being used and making sure that things are moving forward. See, here's the key is you need to stop babysitting and start leading. Babysitters are all about control. Leaders are all about letting others give the control over to them. Now, this leads to my next leadership hack for small business, is that a lot of times you as the leader of your business becomes the bottleneck. You're the one that everybody needs to go to get a decision made. And when so many things are thrown at you, you feel overwhelmed. So what is the hack, leadership hack for this? Is you need to delegate decisions based on values, not just tasks. What do I mean by that? Your job as a leader is to define the values that guide your business. When your employees understand the values that guide the business, you can be assured that the decisions that they make are going to focus in on the values, and therefore there will be great decisions. The reason you don't delegate is because you're not comfortable with your employees making correct decisions, and they are not comfortable with making decisions because they don't know the values of what you want to accomplish. So here's the thing is that if your employees understand your values, they can make good decisions. So here's another thing then on that delegation is what are the tasks that you are doing right now that should be done by somebody else? I hear this all the time. It's like, Kevin, I am the very best at doing this. Therefore, I won't delegate it. Here's the problem is that if you're doing low value tasks just because you're good at it, that bottleneck intensifies. When you delegate things out based on value and let people make decisions and do things, they will learn how to do it, and that releases you to do more important things. This relates to the next leadership hack, which is that culture is what's written on the wall, it's what happens in the hall. Yes, I know that's a nice little comment, but what's the focus in on that? The hack is that you need to design and protect your culture intentionally. You need to basically find a way to document what you want as a culture. What does that look like to you? See, always remember this. If there is no culture, your employees are the ones that define the culture. And if you have bad employees, what do you have? A bad culture. So you need to define what that culture looks like. And then you need to be very intentional to make sure it's implemented into the business. Now, a simple way to reinforce your culture is to basically catch people doing things right. See, here's the problem with a lot of business owners is that you're really good at catching people making mistakes and making them feel bad for it. What you should then do is flip the script and said, catch people doing things right and then recognize them publicly so that people see, oh, that's the way I need to behave. Now, some people might think, well, that's just, I'm looking out for the goody two-shoes, and teacher's pet. Well, your business is not high school. Your business is designed to motivate people to do things right, and you need to catch them doing it right, publicly put it out there so people see this is the example of what it looks like to do right in my business. Now, imagine what would happen in your business if you mastered the hacks that I just described for you. Where would your business be today? Pretty awesome. But here's the thing, there's a lot more management hacks that you can do in your business. Most business owners suck at management, just pure truth. What are you going to learn in the 12-week business management class? You're going to learn how to develop team accountability systems. You're going to learn how to create high-performance habits in your systems. You're going to learn how to communicate effectively. You're going to learn how to delegate effectively. You're going to learn how to manage your time. If you want to talk with me before you make this decision, there's also a link below that connects me to my Calendly so we can have a discussion with you to see, is this a good fit for you? I want you to go out there, be the leader you need to be by being the best manager you can be. Hope to see you in the class soon.